Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where as usual Darius's intel was pretty bad. I mean, we expect this, to be completely honest. We're going to take our J. Edgar over here into the mineral field, get behind their Vulcan, and just see if we can do any damage here. Probably not. We did a little. We may end up having to get out of here though, because this is definitely a rough one. There's no doubt about that. We've already lost our harasser. Got alarm ammo explosion on that hoplite. It's massively overheating itself. Okay, noted. As I was saying, let's actually pull the assassin back here.
Yes, I'm there.
Another ammo explosion here? When we moved. Interesting. Let's go for that leg. I changed my mind. Let's go for the head. I don't actually want to knock it down because of LOS concerns.
Got it.
Okay, we knocked it down anyway. Oh wait, that's a pilot incapacitation. Right, of course that would be.
Commander.
Okay. Well, that changes the landscape. 0.9% and basically 0% on these. I guess we could fire on the galleon. I don't expect anything out of that, though, and yeah, we got nothing.
Adjusting targeting.
That's fine. Hornet moves up. Vulcan backs off, fires on the J. Edgar. It does get that flamer off. What's his heat looking like? It's fine. It's not overheating in the slightest.
Yep.
Okay, let's have the Vulcan come over this direction with 3 evasive pips. And I'd like to fire on this galleon. This is on its weak side, so we could very easily kill it here. There we go. The galleon is dead. Things just took a big swing.
Stay down.
Like, when this guy overheated himself, that was a huge, huge swing.
Standing by.
The Hunchi is not really in a position to fight these guys, and we need to sink some heat anyway, so I'm just going to position there for right now, and we'll start making our way over this way.
Ready for order.
The Blackjack has some really, really bad hit odds. Actually, really good hit odds here. Okay, we'll open fire. And we missed both of... Oh no, we did hit one of them. Okay. Guillotine moves up, fires on the Vulcan, which is fresh, and does no damage. We'll take that. I think we're good. I don't think we have to withdraw.
Got something you want done?
Now the J. Edgar is going to continue dueling with this Vulcan. Do I think that the Vulcan can win? Absolutely.
Time to unload.
But we'll see. I do want to get that Vulcan out of our backline.
Waiting for orders.
The Javelin could move up over here and fire on the Vulcan, but the hit odds are really, really bad. I'd kind of prefer facing like this. And 26, 21, 26. Given these options, I think the Blackjack is the most threatening. Okay, we got a decent number of hits there, and we put him in fire. Ooh, DFA on the J. Edgar.
Barely hit, Commander.
Yeah, you say he barely hit, but in reality...
Ready for order.
Okay. The Raven could fire on this guy. I really don't think it's a great idea. The Raven is instead going to make its way up here. It's almost out of LRM ammo, and that is definitely something we should consider. But the Blackjack is still probably the biggest threat here. But our hit odds are hot garbage on literally everything. We'll just... I don't want to fire at 9% hit odds. Not when we only have 2 turns of ammo left. We're going to sprint in with the Vulcan here and see if we can engage these guys. 4 evasive pips, good hit odds on all of them. Again, I feel like the Blackjack is the threat, but all of its hard points are in its arm. We have a decent shot here of shooting off one of its arms. We got a structure exposure there. We did not take its arm off. However, it moves phase 14. We could potentially get in with the assassin here. If we were to take the assassin to here, it's not great, but we are going to vigilance. And we're going to light this guy up. This should kill his arm. Took out a couple of double heat sinks. That's actually a huge deal. This guy's already overheating, last we saw, and he's standing in fire. Taking out 3 double heat sinks will have an effect.
Acknowledged.
Now the Hunchback, I should have sprinted. I should have. Guillotine moves up, fires on the Vulcan, does not hit. Okay, that's fine. The real question here is, what does the Vulcan do to our J. Edgar? Now it's already moved. The Hornet moves up. The Hornet isn't really a threat.
Good to go.
The Javelin can easily fire on any of these, and given the options, I think we continue to hit this Blackjack's arm.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Only a couple of hits there.
Critical hit, Commander.
We did take out that upper arm, though. The Blackjack moves out of the fire. Fires on the Assassin. It does hit, I think that was the ERPPC that it hit, but now it failed the shutdown override. And I think that was a leg hit? Yeah. We have streak ammo in there, so we're going to have to be careful about that. Hopefully we don't get an ammo explosion. I'm just checking to see if we can utilize the Blackjack in any meaningful capacity here, and actually we theoretically could. Our hit odds on the rear arc of this Vulcan are 30%. That was so worth it.
Scored a critical hit.
That was tremendously worth it.
What's up, boss?
Scrub, get in behind the Vulcan. Turn your back over this way. Hopefully they don't shoot at the J. Edgar, but they very well might. And we'll light this guy up in that rear arc. That was 35 damage into that rear arc. Yeah, he has almost nothing left. Wonderful.
Receiving you.
The Raven. Can we get into that rear arc? I really don't think we can.
Good to go.
I think I would rather hit the Blackjack, which is shut down. Can we hit that leg? Okay, that was a lot of armor reduction on that leg, which was pretty much what we were going for.
Standing by.
Now, the Assassin is going to have to come out of there. This is the left leg. Which means, if I orient this way, for whatever reason it's easier for me to think about it. Yeah, we can get up over here. We don't even need to sprint that. We can get up over here and expose the strong side. Because the left leg is facing this way. We can Vigilance again since we only have the one evasive. And go for the kill shot on that Blackjack. I'd love to hit the head. That's an engine destruction. Okay, perfect.
Destroy.
That wasn't a head hit, but it was an engine destruction. Okay. Our Vulcan can now come in here and punch this Hornet. Well, technically kick the Hornet in the rear arc. And this probably kills the Hornet. We've only got the one rotary rifle hit left. Ooh, we rolled badly on that kick. That's fine.
I missed.
That's still a ludicrous amount of damage.
Scored a critical hit. Out of AC.
It would have been a dead Hornet if we had hit with the melee attack, for sure.
Aye, aye.
Okay, we're going to sprint the Hunchy over this way. There we go. Now the question is, what does the Hornet do? Turns around and fires on the Vulcan, which has no evasive pips because of the melee attack, but it is at least braced. So that's something.
I'm here.
The Blackjack I'd love to get another hit on this Vulcan. I think I'm actually going to reserve the Blackjack here.
Yes, Commander.
I'm going to fire again with the J. Edgar, and we're going to see if we get this kill. There we go. Fantastic.
Can go down.
Now that we know that we no longer need the Blackjack for dealing with our backline, we know that the Blackjack can come over here to try to engage these guys. I don't think we get LOS this round, but we'll see.
Commander?
Our Javelin can close in over here. We've got plenty of LOS. I would like, I think, hit odds are slightly better on the Hornet, and I would like to hit the Hornet here. Standard LRMs are best. A little bit of damage there. We did get a head hit.
Standing by.
Fascinating. Okay, our Ultra AC5 is currently jammed, so we don't actually need to get in LOS with the Blackjack. We can just do that.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, and then the Raven can move up to, say, here, and fire its final round of LRMs. And I want to hit this Hornet.
Target confirmed.
No hits. Okay, that's fine.
Negative damage. LRMs are out.
Okay, who do we move next?
Commander.
The Assassin. Let's take the Assassin up over here. Still presenting the right side to them.
On the move.
And let's finish off this Hornet. This'll probably kill it.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Or we'll miss everything. Okay, that was bad luck.
Missed.
We had pretty good odds there. The guillotine is on fire. It just didn't fire, though. That was a complete waste of a round for it. We don't need to have the Blackjack get LOS, since it's still jammed. It's still going to be jammed. Okay. They're going to ace pilot here. We'll see what it does.
Yeah?
You know what? The Vulcan's just going to... Oh, can we not melee while it's on this rock? Oh no, I'm not in melee mode. There we go. Honestly, you know what? No. I don't think we need to melee here. I'd like to come over here. And I'd love to get behind this guillotine. Unfortunately, that's not an option. So I want to just get back here and hit the guillotine.
Copy that.
Boop. That's a solid hit. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty solid hit there. We'll take that.
Ready to get it on.
The J. Edgar can make its way as over here as it can get, which isn't super over here yet. But it's nice and quick. If only we had a harasser. We can move down the road with the Hunchy, and next round the Hunchy can be brought to bear.
Good to go.
Lord Dacky, move on up. I want you to finish that Hornet if you can. We are better off on standard LRMs.
Firing everything
Do
I
it.
got.
There we go. Fantastic.
Enemy down. All out of long-range missiles.
And now all that's left is the guillotine.
Orders.
The Raven really can't do much right now, so we're just going to move up like that. That'll be fine.
I'm here.
The Hunchy, on the other hand, can absolutely get into engagement range here.
Understood. Moving fast.
And we are going to light this guy up.
Okay, I'm on it.
Good armor reduction. That's what we're looking for.
Good to go.
Okay, we could, in theory, attempt to jump here. I don't think it's useful. Let's get over here, and this is the right side
Copy
that we'll be exposing to this guy. Perfect. Light him up. Good damage.
Orders.
The Blackjack's Ultra AC5 is still jammed, so we're just going to brace.
What do you need?
The Vulcan is definitely going to get proper behind this guy and just melee him. Get into that rear arc.
Targeting for physical attack.
Okay, I've seen better, but that wasn't too bad. That was acceptable.
Commander.
The J. Edgar is going to make its way all the way over here. That's surprisingly not through fire.
Roger.
And we are going to also attempt to rear arc attack this guy.
Firing a full salvo.
Ooh, we broke the armor there. Is that on the leg? I think that was a leg hit. No, that was an arm hit. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
So the Javelin does still have 1 turn of ammo left. I'm going to position here and just brace to sink heat, though. I want to make sure that we're okay on that front. Oh, yeah, please. Go for the Hunchy. Please go for the Hunchy.
I'm under heavy fire here.
Excellent.
Aye, aye.
The Raven could move up over here. We don't want to expose the right side to this guy, so we want to turn to the left like that. And then we can narc him.
I'm on it.
That's a successful narc. And we got those small lasers in.
Let's do this.
The Assassin could attempt to get somewhere a little bit different. I think we just position here, honestly.
On my way.
And we take this. He's narked, so the obstructed LOS is probably okay. Leg destruction? Arm destruction? Okay, arm.
Critical hit, Commander.
Heat sink destructions, too.
Ready to get it on.
Okay, why don't you close in to this position?
Position confirmed.
This guy does move next round. Unless we kill him here, which is unlikely.
Firing.
But that's... Oh, an ejection. Okay. Well, we definitely punched way above our weight there. There is no doubt about that. That was a little bit unfortunate. We'll see if Jinx survives. I believe we have a UAC-5 to replace on the Blackjack. So, let's see. Did Jinx survive? I don't know, because I clicked next instead of what I was supposed to click. Helpful. We can grab this Thunderbolt part, and that's definitely something I'm interested in. Some of these others, like the Hoplite, wouldn't be too bad. We could theoretically get the Hoplite. Or the Guillotine part. Actually, we could theoretically get the Guillotine. That would be better than the Thunderbolt. Maybe what we should do here is just grab the 3 Guillotine parts. What are the hardpoints in this? Kind of an upgrade to the Hunchy. Okay. And then we'll just see what we get out of the... There's so much good. I knew there would be. UAC 10? Ooh, that would be fantastic. Ah, there's so much good. I'm just going to roulette it, though. I'm going to regret this. The moment I click this, I'm going to regret it. But there's so much good. And there's so little we can get. Okay. We did get the full Guillotine. Amazing. We got a Clan Medium Pulse Laser. We really don't need 6 medium lasers. I'm going to sell those. Try to recoup some of our costs. We did get the Ultra AC-10 ammo. We did not get the Ultra AC-10. Okay. But just getting that Guillotine, that's a huge deal. So yeah, that's basically an upgrade for the Hunchy. We'll see what we can fit onto that thing. It is 20 more tons. And we'll have to see if Jinx survived or not. I hope she did. It'd be awkward to replace her. We could do it, though. Yeah, that's all fine. Good job, guys. 120k? Yeah, get started on that. We're going to have to cancel on the Blackjack, though. So let's stop the Blackjack, the work on the Blackjack. Oh, and the Raven. We're going to have to do the Raven as well, manually, because the Raven lost that small pulse laser. Okay, so the Blackjack, we'll go ahead and refit. We will replace that, and we lost that Ultra AC-5. We could replace it with an LBX AC-5, in theory. That's 6 tons compared to 9. Now, we don't Do we have any... Does that require clan LBX ammo? Do we have ammo for that? LBX cluster ammo. Hypothetically, does that work? Non-clan ammo in a clan weapon? Uses LBX 5 ammo. This is an LBX 10, of course. We do have LBX 5. Okay. We could theoretically try to put an LBX 10 on this. I don't think that's worthwhile. So there's the LBX AC5. And then, of course, we want to max out that armor. This is caseless AC5 ammo. That is, of course... Let's see. That's double ammunition per bin. 11% increased jam chance. That said, we probably care a little bit less about jamming now that we have the LBXs. So I think that's okay. Okay, are we maxed out on armor? Yes, we are, and we still have 2 tons remaining here. Now, we don't have any other weapon hardpoints. 4.5 tons in the specialist slot, so we can't do something like a handheld light PPC, I don't think. Yeah, that's 6.5 tons handheld. I suppose we could put on bolt-on rockets. Or a handheld MML7. That's 6 tons. Never mind. Taser rifle is 6.5 tons. Yeah, those aren't going to be options. I suppose we could just, like, drop ferrofibrous? And maybe even endosteel? No, we couldn't drop endosteel. What if we leave the ferrofibrous, but drop the endosteel? That would be a potential possibility. And then we could drop, say, a tiny amount of armor in these back rear. Something like that. Although it would need to be like that. That could work. Okay, we'll do it. Very slightly underweight, but I think that's okay. Now, the Raven. No, not the Blackjack. The Raven, we want to refit. Because we lost that small pulse laser. So we'll go ahead and repair it. And the small pulse laser, can we just directly replace that? Yes, we can. Or we could put a clan medium pulse laser on there. That is 2 tons compared to the 1 ton of the small pulse, though. And so we will just go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and get that armor maxed out. Want to make absolutely sure we have that maxed out. We may want to put in endosteel structure in this. I think we only have the... Oh, we have 2. Okay, we'll put in endosteel structure here just so that we can max out our armor on the Raven so that hopefully we don't take hits like that anymore. We could theoretically also put in another half ton of LRM-15 ammo. Do we have a half ton of LRM ammo? We kinda don't. And by kinda, I mean we definitely don't. We could just put in a standard ton of LRM ammo, and I'd like to move this ammo into the leg if we can. That does put us a little bit overweight. We have an XL engine as is. We're on standard heatsink cooling. Can we potentially drop a heatsink? We can. That frees up additional weight. Okay. What do we want to do with that? I mean, we should probably consider putting in perhaps like a beagle probe? That's 1.5 tons. Or just simply an active probe. That is something we could do, in theory. I'm also interested in checking to see... We've got this FCS standard clan. We could do that. As well as SLDF sensors. Something we could do. We still have 0.6 tons remaining, though. Which means that we could theoretically upgrade one of these small lasers up to a small pulse laser. Or we could upgrade this small pulse laser up to a clan medium pulse laser. I don't hate that. I'd like to find the extra 0.1 tons. I'm not sure that we can. I mean, what's the difference? We have a 210 in here right now. A 220 is 6 tons compared to a 210's. That's half a ton. That is theoretically something we could do. But I kind of prefer to just leave it. I think it's good. 0.1 tons off, whatever. I think that's fine. Okay, so there's that done. Of course, our harasser is good to go, but I want to hop into the storage here, and let's get this guillotine ready to go. Excellent. It's usually a large laser and a quartet of medium lasers backed up by an SRM-6. Okay, we'll see if we can get anything like that up and running. First off, of course, we will need to hit this repair button, and that kind of strips almost everything off of here. We've got a medium laser, we've got some heat sinks. We may want to consider upgrading this to double heat sinks. That is something we probably want to think about. There's this large laser. Noted. We could potentially upgrade that to an ERPPC. Something like this. And then have that quartet of medium lasers. Although I would kind of prefer those to be ER medium lasers. We only have the 3 ER mediums, though. So we could do something like this, and then potentially an ER large. Now this is really, really hot. Don't get me wrong. We've got an engine core 280 in here, I see. And we don't have any armor or structure other than the default. Let's put ferrofibrous and endosteel just to see where that puts us weight-wise and slot-wise. Okay. It's the center core where the hard point is here. We could do a Streak SRM-6, in theory. That could fit onto there. This is an engine core 280 in this. Noted. So then we'd need a ton of SRM-6 Streak, or rather SRM Streak ammo. So we could do something like that. How many heavy jump jets do we currently have? I think we have none. Okay, we can upgrade that to a double heatsink. We do only have 3 double heat sinks, though. How many external heat sinks do we need? None. Noted. Okay. That's fine. I mean, this thing is already running mega hot. I'm aware of this. Like, incredibly hot, and we're probably going to have to back off on that. Let's go ahead and max out that armor, though, and see what we've got left as far as weight goes. Okay. We've got 6 tons to work with. We could slap in a couple double heat sinks. There's no doubt about that. Something along the lines of this. That gives us 3 tons to work with. We don't have any additional double heat sinks, and we're going to be running out of slots. We do have enough for 1 additional double heat sink. Do they have any in the store? They just have regular heat sinks. Okay. That's fine. I suppose we could theoretically think about upgrading this to an engine core 300. That puts us very slightly overweight. We could drop the ERPPC and instead replace that with a second large laser. Just a non-ER version. It's a possibility. And then, in theory, if we had one, put on another heatsink. This still runs really hot. Like, incredibly hot. To the point where I would like... I think what we do is we drop this large laser. We go back to the ERPPC. And then we drop this ER large laser. And we put in just simply a medium laser over here. Now that helps our heat efficiency. We've got 4 tons to work with here. I would love to put in additional double heat sinks. Because we're still very, very hot, obviously. That said, we're not going to be alpha striking all that regularly, I don't think. We could, however, replace these ER mediums and this medium laser instead with medium pulse lasers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That puts us ever so slightly overweight. We can drop the weight in this leg where we don't have any ammo or jump jets. Like that. This is still pretty hot, but we don't have any other double heat sinks. It'll use the PPC as it closes in with its engine core 300, moving 4 to 6 hexes. It's a 70-tonner. It'll close in with the PPC firing, and then once it gets into punching range, we can also put in some specialist slots, and we will. Once it gets into punching range, then how much is its melee damage? 288. Okay. I like it. So, in terms of handheld, we can put on basically anything we want. A handheld MML. Left click on chance to hit during battle to toggle between LRM and SRM. Okay. We could do a taser rifle, which isn't all that great, I don't think. We could, however, do a handheld light PPC. Actually, that doesn't have any heat. Fascinating. Oh, it needs 2 free hand actuators. Yeah, we actually don't have any hand actuators. So instead, we'll probably do the bolt-on rocket. And these are all handheld. Otherwise, I don't think we have any other equipment that is not handheld. Yeah, so that'll have to do. This is going to be expensive, but we're going to do it. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to see if we get a little bit more lucky. But before I go here, I'm going to just verify that Jinx survived. It didn't pop up the pop-up that Jinx died, so I'm assuming that she's okay. It would help if I click the confirm button. But I'm just going to check. So let's just make absolute... Oh yeah, right there. She's fatigued. Fantastic. So Jinx is good to go. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time when we begin this repair project. And what a project it will be. Just going to put that at the bottom. There we go.